Welcome to Idea Group, where innovation meets precision. Whether you're here to master NX or your company needs top-tier design solutions, you're in the right place. Let Idea Group bring your vision to life, one sketch, one feature, one edge at a time. Contact details are in the description below. This session focuses on designing the locking bracket, where we will be using datum planes to create sketches and make holes. This part may look simple, but it's a great example of how professional CAD models are built with intention, not guesswork. All right, let's begin. As always, we are using NX 2406, but if you have a lower or higher version of NX, you'll still be able to follow along just fine. Once you create your part, name it Edger05 locking bracket, and the first thing we're going to be doing is creating two datum planes. So select datum plane, make sure it's at distance, and the first datum plane, we're going to be selecting the ZY axis. Set your distance to 48.273, press OK. The second datum plane is going to be on our XY plane, and that dimension is going to be 14.31 millimeters. Press OK. Next, we're going to be sketching on the XY axis system, not the XY plane, but the XY axis system. So make sure you select the XY plane of the datum coordinate system, not of the planes that we just created. Those planes that we created will come in handy in the future of the creation of this part. They'll be used to be trim body or to make sketches on, but for now we're just going to be sketching on the XY plane. We'll begin by creating a line. Select the line command, and just make a nice horizontal line here. Select rapid dimension, and this line is going to be 76.064 millimeters. Select rapid dimension again. Select the end of the line and the sketch horizontal axis. Double click on that dimension and it's going to be 91.995. We're now going to be utilizing one of the planes we just created. Right now it's not clickable, but we want to make sure we can constrain our sketch to this plane right here. So in order to do that, click on the button that says Include. Includes and projects external objects into the sketch. We're going to now include this datum plane into our sketch. Press OK. And now we're going to use a rapid dimension, select this end line, and select this horizontal datum plane. Place a dimension there, and then we're just going to make it 0. That way it's touching. Alternatively, you can also use these other constraints that are at the top here. Select line again. We're now going to be making an angled line. Select rapid dimension, select the line and also the horizontal axis. This is going to be 28 degrees. As for its length, let's place another dimension. Now this one's a little tricky. It's like going all over the place. Just make sure that it is parallel within the line. This line is going to be 41.650. Next, we're going to create one more line. Select this edge right here, and we're going to go down. I'm going to move this constraint out of the way. Select rapid dimension, and we're going to create another angled dimension, and this one is going to be 45 degrees. As for its length, it's going to be 12.956. Now we need to pretty it up a little bit and add some curves to it. So we're going to create fillets. So select fillet at the top, select your horizontal line of the sketch and your angled 28 degree line. And the radius for this line is going to be 35. We're going to select fillet again, but this time we're going to select the other two lines now. And this radius is going to be 10. All right, we're all done with the sketch, so go on over and select finish. We're now going to extrude the sketch. Make sure your sketch is selected and press extrude. The start distance is going to be 0 and the end distance is going to be 28.62. Press OK. Now you would think that we're done, but we're not. We need to turn this thing into a solid. So in order to do that, I am going to select the surface tab over here because I have a button called thicken. If you don't see thicken on one of your tabs, just go over to the search engine over here, type in thicken, and NX will find you that command and you can click it from there. Once you have your thicken command up, select the extrude that we just created. We're going to make the offset 1.75 millimeters. Press OK. And there you go. You have a nice thickened body for this locking bracket. I'm going to just hide sketch 3 and extrude 4 because they're not going to be really doing anything anymore. I just want to have the body of this locking bracket shown. Now, like all parts, we always have to add some more blends. Click on Edge Blend at the top. We're going to be selecting all 4 edges of this locking bracket. Radius is going to be set to 5 millimeters. And if you'd like, you could always click preview to see a little sneak peek at what it's going to look like, or you could just press OK and be done with it. We're now going to be creating a hole. So create a sketch, and this time we're going to be going on the ZX axis. Press OK. All right, select the circle command up top and just create a hole somewhere around over here. We're going to dimension it soon. Make sure to click on include at the top. We're going to be including this datum plane. Press OK. Now it's selectable. Press rapid dimension. We're going to now dimension the center of this circle to this datum plane that we just included in our sketch. We're going to be giving this a distance of 11 millimeters. Click on include again, and we're going to be selecting the other datum plane now. Press OK. Select rapid dimension. Select the center of the circle, and also the second object is going to be that horizontal datum plane. Press close. Double click that dimension we just created and make sure it says 0. Now, this circle is perfectly centered. Again, everything we do today is about design intent. If someone else opened up this file, they should immediately understand how and why it was built. We need to add a diameter now to this circle. Select the circle and set the diameter to 9.6. Once you are done with that, you can click Finish Sketch. Select the Extrude button. And we just need to make sure that this circle that we have here is going all the way through this locking bracket. Now that the extrude of the circle is in position, we can click on Subtract. The target body is going to be the locking bracket. The tool is going to be this extrude that we just created for the hole. Press OK, and voila, I got a hole. We're going to repeat the process very similarly. Select Sketch. We have to create 2 more holes. Select the ZX plane on the axis system. Press OK. Again, we're going to create a circle. A circle right there. We need to make sure we include both datum planes on our sketch today. We're going to set the diameter of this circle. This one's going to be a little bit smaller, so make it 6.4. Click on Rapid Dimension, select the center point of the circle, and then also the second object is going to be the horizontal datum plane. This is going to be 0, so double click on that dimension and make it 0. Select Rapid Dimension again, center point of this circle, but this time we're going to be using the vertical datum plane, and that dimension is going to be 38. We're going to create one more circle, so select circle. Now sometimes you can create each circle in its own sketch, but we're going to multitask and do 2 circles in one sketch here. Again, let's just create a circle. We're going to click on Rapid Dimension. Select the circle so that way we can put a diameter on it. This one is going to be 6.4. Rapid Dimension. Select the center of the circle and the vertical datum plane. This one's going to be 64 millimeters. Again, let's create another Rapid Dimension. Select the center of the circle, and we need to make sure that we center the circle with our horizontal datum plane. So make that 0. Once you have both of these circles completed, click on Finish Sketch. Select your sketch, press Extrude. Both circles are selected. Both of them are going through the locking bracket just perfectly. Press OK. And in one command, we can press Subtract. Make sure you select the locking bracket as your target. You can click on the middle mouse button of your mouse to go to the tool selection, and then select both of the circles we created. Press OK, and bada bing, bada boom. You got 2 brand new holes on this locking bracket. Not only that, that's the end of the lesson. That's going to be it for this segment of The Edger. Got any questions? Drop it in the comments. And if your company needs a design, let Idea Group bring your vision to life. Email us at sales@ideagroup.com or find us at caddesign.com. Contact information is also in the description below. If you'd like to try out NX for free, click the link in the description below and sign up for a student trial. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you can be alerted when we upload a brand new video. If you'd like to see more content now, click on one of the 2 videos you see on the screen here. Thanks for watching, folks. Remember to design smarter, not harder.